Welcome once again, and thank you so much for tuning in on Edezze TV. My name is Edison, as usual. It has been a while without me posting a video on my YouTube channel, but tonight, I've decided, to share with you one of the emotional story and try to give you some updates on what is happening in the country of Ethiopia. As we all know, in the country of Ethiopia, there is the civil war which erupted in the month of November, whereby within this civil war, many people lost their lives. People, were displaced from their homes, and a lot of, bad stuff happening in this country. But what I'm about to share with you, it is one of the emotional story. When I was reading news on BBC News Network, it was unfortunate to find out that the government soldiers themselves are also getting involved in human rights abuse. You find out that the Ethiopian government soldiers are getting involved in the raping of women. They're getting involved in killing of civilians in Tigray region. And they're also getting involved in the looting of properties in the country of Ethiopia. Then you ask yourself, if these government soldiers themselves are getting involved in all these bad activities, why are they there? What's their work? What's their responsibility? If they cannot protect human rights, if they cannot protect their civilians, what's the purpose of them being there? What's their responsibility? Let me share with you this story. This story is of a lady who lives in Tigray region. And one day, this lady was just in her house with her father, with her grandfather. Then when they were just in their house, seated, in their room, one of the government soldier came into their house. He just entered and found them seated, in their house. When this government soldier came into their house, he started asking them if they're having some labels into their house. They told him no, that we are not having any label in our house. The soldier started looking and finding out into all rooms, but he couldn't find anybody. Later, this soldier ordered her grandfather to sleep with her. The soldier himself, the government soldier, the soldier putting on government uniform, ordered the grandfather to sleep with the other lady. This old man couldn't accept this. Instead, her grandfather started fighting the other soldier because he couldn't accept, of course, he couldn't, have sexual intercourse with her granddaughter. They continued fighting for a period of time. Later, this soldier decided to shoot the legs of the old man. After shooting him, he pushed him out of the building, out of the house. Then the soldier came back and locked the door. After locking the door, this soldier forced the lady to remove her clothes so that they can have sexual intercourse together. The lady refused. These soldiers continued forcing. In this process, the soldier again had to shoot the arms of the other young lady. After a period of time trying to fight, this lady ended up losing her arms. Then later, there is some soldiers started shooting like outside the house. Then the soldier left the house. But the lady didn't die, and also the other grandfather didn't die too. But you can see how the government soldiers in Ethiopia are also getting involved in human rights abuse. If they cannot protect people, if they cannot protect their own civilians, their own citizens, what's their responsibility? What's their role? Why are they there? Now imagine the government soldier, the person putting on the government military uniform, getting involved in human rights abuse, getting involved in the raping of women, getting involved in the killing of innocent civilians, getting involved in the looting of their properties. Now, what's their role? What's the difference between those labels and the government soldiers? It's too sad. I know this is not only happening in this country of Ethiopia. It happens in many countries, in many African countries. Like people who came from DRC, it used to happen, and it's also happening in this country of Ethiopia. It's too sad. If they cannot protect their own people, what is their responsibility? It's the question. Why are they there? Why do we even have them if they cannot protect their own people? What is their responsibility? I'm not saying this because I'm supporting the Labour group, but it does not make any sense that the government soldiers in Ethiopia themselves are also getting involved in human rights abuse. They are killing their own civilians in the Tigray region. They are raping. They are looting properties and doing many other bad stuff in this region.